so this part of the project is gonna be very time consuming.
Welcome to another episode of the Cabin Build series. In this episode, we built a hidden pull-out table, a multifunctional table that is going to transform how we use the cabin completely, giving us the option to use it for breakfast, lunch, and as a working desk, all of it without using almost any space.
I'm Eugenia, and this is Pepe, Aspect, and Lolita. We are an architect and a designer that moved to the countryside to self-build our new home. After traveling for a year in our self-converted camper van, we decided to settle in, looking to live a simpler life, grow our own organic food, and build our house. Let us hear. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing.
I'm gonna start working on building a small pull-out table that we're gonna have here. It's gonna work something like this. This is 75 centimeters, so it's a very long table, and we bought heavy-duty drawer rails. The idea is to have this pull-out table that we can sit for breakfast and also use it for a desk. We just received the heavy-duty drawer rails yesterday. That's why we had this hole for a couple of weeks. I'm taking some dimensions, and I actually think I'm gonna need to move this door down a little bit for like half a centimeter, because when I did the math I was counting for this to be 40 millimeters. It's actually 45, and now when I put this here it does not go very smooth. So I'm gonna remove this door, then I'm gonna install this drawer. I'm gonna build this drawer and install it, and after that I'm gonna see how much do I need to cut from the bottom of this door, which is not a big deal because I will just cut it on the bottom and then change the hinges location. So the idea is next, I'm gonna have two drawer rails, 4.5 height and 1.3 width. What I'm planning to do is, in order to have a countertop that goes like this, I need this countertop to be on top of the drawer slide. This dimension is 57.3, and I need to take out 3 millimeters, 1.5 in each side. So I'm gonna be cutting that piece 57. The tabletop is gonna be 57. This piece needs to be screwed to the tabletop at 1.3 because this thickness is 1.3, so I like it to be really snug. The other two lower pieces that go screwed to the drawer slide, I will make them 45, which is the exact same height of the drawer slide. And then they will be screwed to the tabletop at 115 from the side of the tabletop. So I have already cut the tabletop and these two pieces that come from leftover 2.1 centimeters plywood that we have. This is gonna come here. And these pieces are where the drawer slides are gonna be screwed at. Yeah, and now sand everything. Okay, so the idea is to put some glue underneath, attach it here, clamp it, and then go with the nail gun and nail everything down. I already did the math and I need to go 1 centimeter, 15 millimeters from the edge.
If you like this cabin and are planning on building something similar, we work very hard to have all the architectural and structural plans available for you, at a very good price, so anybody with this dream can afford a good design. Links in the description below.
Ninguna.
¿Estás tú, de verdad? Now, as you can see, everything is looking quite well, but the actual drawer went a little bit deeper inside. Not sure why, because I measured it twice. But anyways, it's gonna be an easy fix because I used the holes that were like an oval shape. So I used the center one, and now I need to go out 7.5 millimeters and 7.5 millimeters same. So I'm gonna just unscrew, move the drawer slide 7.5 millimeters to the left and to the right. Should be all good. It's getting late, but I managed to paint and varnish the toe kick, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and install it underneath the kitchen. I have marked on the floor where I have the legs, so I know where to put the nail. Otherwise, it would have been a guessing game, and that always goes wrong. Breakfast is in the oven. almost done. Avocado ready. We finally got compost. Aspen, this is not your bed.
Today we just received a bunch of compost and I have started arranging this part where we are gonna plant some corns. We got some seeds of red corns for popcorn. I planted them in these vases, and because next week is going to be raining, I will be working with the fork to help the soil structure in here. Also, when I'm doing this, I'm also removing these seeds, rocks that I find. These plants grows everywhere, and I think it's good because if you didn't have anything on it, you wouldn't have any life on the soil. But we want the garden to look pretty, so that's why I'm removing everything.
There's a big storm coming. It's very good to have a table once again. This is my breakfast, and this is Evgenia's. So this part of the project is gonna be very time consuming. There are a lot of bits and pieces that we need to be working on that takes a lot of time. It's just not that long that it takes, but that it is completely different projects from one another, and each of them need to be prep, and so it takes time. So for example, now this table is done. This morning I covered the little holes that were made with nails, and now I need to sand everything and varnish it. That's one task that I need to do. It probably will take me 30 minutes. Once we finish this, I will need to move to this area again, the main section of the house, because the ceiling part is still not finished. Well, I need to put silicone on all the edges in the trims, and also cover the holes in the trims. So I will need to be covering one by one. We did that already in the back, and also painted with the second coat of white. Yeah, I need to do that in order to keep moving forward, because this is right now stuck. We've been postponing this for a couple of weeks already. Little by little, maybe we see some progress. This is the table already varnished and dried, and I want to show you how good it looks. Now I'm gonna let it dry a little bit longer for a couple of hours or so. Then I'm gonna give it a fine sanding, and that will be all for this table.